Real conversations, real solutions, real success.
Success is my religion.
Welcome to another episode of The Porch on the Success is My Religion podcast network. I'm here with the chosen one.
Hello, good people.
Yeah. What are you?
I'm the
Committed?
chosen one. I'm committed to excellence.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm the success engineer. And we are going to talk about what today? What is your commitment to success?
Well, my commitment to success right now is just trying to get the best of things to be at my advantage. Um, Sometimes we tend to envy others that are doing better or worse. You don't know people's situations, but you just see the glass half full or outside looking in. But for me, I'm just trying to do the best that I can while I'm here so I can be all the way up all the time.
Yeah, I'm fully committed to my success. You know, I've been doing this for over a decade, 12 years,
Yeah.
studying success, studying. Well, I did my own process. This is why I like to tell people I did my own process. I had my own life experiences, but I needed to understand other people's experiences. So while I was going through my own process, I just happened to be in the arenas of these different things like higher education, and I
Hmm.
worked in higher education as a student affairs, you know, admissions counselor. But I'm just one of those people that is highly aware and observant, and I remember a lot of stuff as I go along, and
Oh yeah.
that's what makes me a little bit more, I don't know how to say it, like competitive or
Hmm.
competitive or your life coach. That's what you I'm highly aware, highly sensitive to all of the things that are around me, and I observe a lot, and then I studied it after the fact. I'm studying it, and I tell people, like, you have to immerse yourself into the whatever it is that you wanna do. So I have students that wanna be nurses, immerse yourself in nursing.
Yeah.
So any part of nursing, even if you wanna be like a something else, an astronaut. You just need to work at NASA,
Hell yeah.
somewhere. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you go
Yeah.
get an internship at NASA. I got a student that wants to be a model, or I got her to transfer transfer into what is it? The fashion industry.
Okay.
So I was like, you have to go and seek out those opportunities to be in the field so you can understand some of those things. So my specialty and my gift is being able to understand all people in these all aspects and understand success in the way that I do. He said that, what'd you say the other day? He was like, I'm the most knowledgeable person about this topic
Yeah.
that you
You
know.
are. You really are. I mean, we've been hanging out for a long time. We've been friends for a while, and every time we talk about something or a subject, I learn something new or something that helps me create a better vision of what I'm trying to do in life. It's really a wonderful time and an experience because I just learned something last night, but it has nothing to do nothing to do with
I
today.
and what it is like this world is your environment to learn from,
Hmm.
and I think every experience that you have, it has to you have to remember it, so that you can use it to your advantage.
Oh, I definitely
You see
do.
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And so when I've made up this topic for today, what is your commitment to success? I look at my students, and I'm really trying to help this younger generation out, and we are coming up with some series and stuff like that
Hmm.
that's going to really open the eyes and the doors to people's voices, especially black men's voices. I got like 4 or 5 black men lined up to interview for the upcoming podcast in the next couple months, and I'm really excited about it because we're gonna go on some adventures.
That's gonna be amazing.
I don't think I told you about the cigar stuff. So I always we wanted
Yeah.
to make a step by step. We wanted a step by step tutorial on how to smoke a cigar and what to pick,
Yeah.
all of that. Well,
Don't
I know a
inhale.
guy. What'd you say?
Don't inhale.
Yeah, don't inhale. And that's what I want. Like, I want to go through and I want him to teach us everything about it. Hopefully, he know everything, but he been smoking for a while, so
Yeah.
he's a guy I met at what is it? A movie shoot, a movie shoot. They asked a whole bunch of people to come down with bikes and
Oh, nice.
motorcycles,
Yeah.
and we just happened to stand next to each other. We started a conversation, and he was cool, and he he a light skinned dude like you,
Oh,
but
yes.
but he's like real militant, not militant, but Black Power, yeah, and
Ah.
understanding Black history and what Blackness is in America. But we're gonna have him on, and we're gonna go either to his house or to a actual spot, and maybe I'll reach out to his spot
Oh.
and or where he go get cigars and stuff, and maybe we'll go in and film them and give them a little shout out at the same time,
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like a mini how to
Yeah. That'll be
throughout.
good for our
I'm a
audience.
I'm a list out everything. This is my time because and back to bring it full circle. The reason why I'm so committed to success now, not that I just put 12 years into this, but my job is combining to another job with mine and wanting to pay me the same thing.
Mm-mm.
It's out of school district, but I don't even want to do the job anymore. Is what I'm saying. And this is all I got, right?
You
All
got a
I
whole
got is
lot.
me. I got my ideas, and I need to execute on the ideas,
Oh, yeah.
and that's why your commitment to success. I've been committed to this since day one. I didn't know what that was gonna look like a long time ago when I first started college. I just had and you got to look at your goals. I just had the the goal of the goal to change the trajectory of my family is what I said.
Yes.
Those are exact words, and I don't remember exact words all the time. That's why I say like all the time, and I'm trying to work on that. And I don't think I did it too many times so far.
You haven't at all.
I did.
I didn't hear it, but okay.
It was in context, in good
Oh, okay.
context. But
That's all right.
my goal didn't start out with an end goal in mind. The thing that I see with young people is that they don't have an end goal, and then they don't know how to keep working towards an actual goal because they're so used to the rewards that they get from the work that they do. So they don't understand that they need to push even harder just because society doesn't want you to
Mm-mm.
to be successful. And success means a lot of different things, but what it doesn't mean is strictly money. Money is a tool. And we have to remember that. And we have to constantly remember that money is a tool to bring you, get you to be able to do things that can bring you happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Like I sent CJ a reel about this dude. He was doing, what is it called?
Oh, the things that he wants to do
Yeah,
before. Oh, yeah.
100 things before he dies.
It's crazy.
And he was climbing this ladder in China, and I told CJ, I was like, I almost cried because like that's the freedom that I want. That's the freedom that I've been looking for. I don't want no higher position at the school or anything because it takes away from my freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Those principals are at every single football, basketball, soccer, whatever
Yeah.
game after school. They
Mm-hmm.
still have families and stuff, but they have to and then they have to do with all the stuff inside the school or whatever they have to do administratively. I'm not giving up all that freedom. I I purposely keep my group fitness classes because I don't wanna give up that freedom. I would only give up the group fitness classes because I've been doing group fitness for what is this, 13
Yeah.
teaching for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been I don't wanna give that up unless I would go into coaching, something that was really worthwhile, but I ain't gonna give it up to just go to a basketball game or 2
No,
at the end of the day to support the students. I'll support them on, on I support them every day.
I'll support them in the halls. I
Or
heard
telling
about
them to
your.
get out the halls.
I heard about your game. Get out the halls. Hit it.
And I'll be trying to give them game too. I'm the only one in the school that has played basketball or any sport in college for all 4 years. No
Yeah.
matter I play JV, I'll tell y'all that, but I'm still good. Like, don't don't get it twisted. I was still good back in my heyday.
The fact that you're on the team is an accomplishment all on its own because there's a lot of people that are very good at basketball that never played organized nothing.
Yeah, and you see them all on social media. They be the dunkers and stuff, but how you dunk it and because you don't know how to run plays. You don't know how to you don't know how to set screens and actually beat somebody.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
jump over these people over at the gym, but you don't know how to really beat somebody. I used to play with Jeff Graves. He used to play at KU.
oh
He's
yeah.
7 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to give him and his brother the business. Him and his brothers was on. We was playing 2-on-2 with. I don't know who my teammate was, but I gave him the business. He gave me mad respect after that. I was giving his brother the business too.
Oh yeah.
But that was like 10 years ago when I was in my the best shape of my life. I'm trying to get back there though.
You're gonna get back there. I
Yeah.
play with some people from a church that we attended. Me, my brother, my other brother, and like another guy. And it was very competitive for not being organized. But yeah, it. I say any amount of competition, depending on how you feel about it or how well you take it, is it's good for you. It's good for your health. There was a game that I rolled my ankle and I just tied my shoe up, and that was a dumb mistake because the next day I woke up with a purple plum
A
ankle.
purple plum
Yeah, I had a little air cast, and my mom was super mad.
because you rolled your ankle.
Well, because I rolled my ankle and I kept playing, and then like I played for like another 2 hours,
CJ, one of those kids.
and then I just went home. I walked on it. It was just fine, and I woke up that morning, boy. The clumps. I was like,
The
wow.
clumps.
I had to call in to work. That was not nice. And then I went to the hospital and they was trying to see if anything was broke. And of course they're pressing on it and
It
doing
hurt.
all oh my God.
You
That was a terrible experience.
sprained it pretty bad.
Yeah.
But my commitment has always been long term. I've never had a job that fully took care of me and made me secure and this is another another chapter in the story of jobs that either end or they doing something different like
Mm.
jobs and that's why I never really fully commit to jobs because I know you about to do something stupid to me when I know you about to do something stupid to me.
You're gonna agree to disagree. I don't
We're
like
gonna
the
get
I
you
don't
don't
like the direction we're going. We're not
oh
agreeing
yeah.
on this.
I mean, I just sit there and I just say, yeah, it's cool. It's time for me to move on.
Yeah.
So I'm at a transition point where I'm telling you all, whoever listens to this, if you ever listen to this, I'm putting it on the video so that it's there forever. I'm about to make this transition right now, and I usually don't tell my goals and stuff, and I'm not gonna be specific, but this is another transition point. Usually it happens in 3 to 3.5 years, every 3.5 years.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get forced into making a transition, and it's gonna be tough. And I like the safety and security, and I'll probably still have a job in the district somehow, some way, but it's time. It's time to really go in and do this full time, be the life coach that I know that I am. But that's why I said I'm gonna bring in those black men's voices, so because I don't think we heard that much out here in society as far as uh when we talk about young people, they saying that Gen Z is the the first generation that is not smarter than the previous generation.
Oh.
But that's
Oh.
not all on them.
No.
That's on people whoever taught them. They're adolescents. You get taught whatever it is that you need to know to bring you forward.
Yeah.
But what has been taken out of, and this ain't no societal thing or whatever, but
No.
this is a success thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have standards for anybody. We don't keep standards. We don't put standards in place as like principles. This is what you must do, or you don't get to go, because I know this is the best thing for you. That's one of the main things that I see. There's no standard for nothing. And I'm just sitting here like, with black men, we always set that standard, and
Yeah.
we push to another level. Even with my white teachers can't push the black and brown students or whoever students to the level that of the standard that they really need to meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's a go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say that the people that they're trying to instruct are not going to be able to uh, coincide with what they're trying to do because they don't see the same person at the other end. They don't see a man of color. They don't see a man of brown or anything like that. They
They don't
see,
they don't see the actual
yeah,
route that we have to take.
yeah,
Like you can see this in sports head coaches.
mm,
Head coaches. I looked up when I did one of my articles, and I need to start writing articles again. But my Medium articles, they had like 50 something claps and stuff. I was like, dang, I didn't even know. I didn't get no notification that I was getting claps on my articles, right? But one of my articles was about the college plantation, uh,
oh,
and it was about Duke and how all of these basketball players are and basketball and football are the money making sports
definitely,
of the NCAA, and this was before NIL. So Coach K, his career, he got his start at West Point or wherever,
yeah, that's true.
and
West Point,
yeah, and so he was able to get the job at Duke without. I mean, I don't know how many years he had coaching, but he was able to get the job at Duke and then build the program.
he
He
definitely
wasn't
did.
good at the beginning of Duke.
Mm-mm.
He had to wait a little bit, and that's the difference between white coaches and black coaches. Black coaches, when you get at one of them schools that's really got money and is gonna
Yeah,
pay
they want to
and
see results immediately.
immediately. But Coach K gets, and this is Coach K before he Coach K.
Yeah,
Coach K gets the benefit of the doubt. Oh, we like him. So we're
we're
gonna
gonna.
keep him around no matter what. I've seen it so many times, especially with like NAIA
Mm.
coaches and things like that. They get to stick around. They be doing some stupid stuff and will get in trouble, but just get a slap on the wrist. We ain't gonna fire you or anything like that.
We
We just
need
gonna
you.
let you, And I ain't seen that with black coaches, but there ain't been too many black coaches.
Mm-mm.
And the only black coach that I know was a black dude and his wife. His wife was an assistant coach with a women's basketball team down south. I forgot which team it was. It was NAIA. So
Oh,
um
okay.
uh and maybe it was Missouri State, but one of them schools down south. But we have a different route that we have to go, and it's usually a squiggly route, a way more squiggly route,
super curvy.
super curvy,
with
all on them curves,
with no with what is those guardrails? No guardrails.
no guardrails.
You slip and fall. You going over the cliff.
Yeah, we don't have no safety net,
No,
and that's
absolutely
what the
not.
teachers don't really understand. White teachers don't understand is that we only got one shot, so the best thing you can do to me is hold me to a higher standard. But they don't know how to do that without being sympathetic. I can do it with empathy.
Mm-hmm.
I can be like, "All right, I understand what's going on at home, but right here is your opportunity. We can only control what we can control. And if society doesn't want you to be successful, society really wants you to uh assimilate
Yeah, they want you to be on a hamster wheel.
a hamster wheel, and they want you to assimilate to the culture. That's why these are three things that I thought about this morning. They don't want you to be successful,
Mm-mm.
even though they want you to be successful. They just want you to make money so that you can put back into the economy so that you can buy stuff, so you can be a consumer. That's what y'all young people don't understand. Number two is that they want you to assimilate more than they want you to become your own person. And that's why I love the young people because they fighting back on that too.
Yeah.
And but they don't know how to fight back because they still are influenced by societal trends. And then three is the big lie that are the big conditioning that Americans have been told is America's a melting pot, right? What are you melting into what? Assimilating into what is my question, and I
crabs,
always have to bring that up.
crabs in a barrel.
But they want us to assimilate real a lot because it's white culture that they want us to assimilate into, and they want us to melt into,
Yeah, we want us all to combine and be merry and happy about it.
no matter what's going on.
Help the ship move forward. What's your little what is that board thing that you paddle with? I don't know what that's called. Or okay, I
Uh-oh.
did know about it. Well, you know, while we were talking about that, do you remember when we was growing up and there was lots of songs about children in the future? Where did that go?
Yeah, one of my favorite songs is Whitney Houston.
Yeah, we
I
used to
believe the children are our future.
we used to have to
Teach them
sing that.
well and let them lead the way. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I listen
Yeah,
to that song a lot. Every time somebody mentions it, I'll be like, "Oh man," or it comes up on my
I
station.
love that song. I love "We Are the World," even though that was like for different things as well, but it still involved children. Um, a lot of things that as we evolve, we've grown away from, and that's one of the things we don't have anything encouraging going on in life like songs or motivation. We don't have anything technically, to my knowledge, that invokes children participation.
I would push back on that. We do. We just have to seek it out.
Mm.
Like somebody has to put it in front of somebody or front of the kid. The the kid.
Okay.
I
All right.
go back and forth between kid and student because I don't like when teachers call them kids because they not your kids,
No.
right? But that's why I hesitate every time I say kid, student.
I call them little people,
Yeah,
little person. Yeah.
but there is stuff out there, and me and my coworkers talk about this all the time. There is so many opportunities for our students in our school and in our district, and we sit there and like, shoot, we can't even get students to show up on time or
Mm.
go to this event. We force them because that's me. It's me and another black guy. that are these are the two positions that they combining.
Okay.
But it don't mean race don't mean anything because there's other people. I was just making funny, but we we force them into the situations and the different events because we know what's best for them. We
Yeah.
know this will be an opportunity. They'll be like, is it gonna be boring? I don't want to go if it's boring."
Mm.
And we can't tell you that. You just having an experience that will help you hopefully in the future pick what you want to do with your life. Because these kids, they got the opportunity of the lifetime. We live in such a informational age and you can do so much, but all you want to do is go get money. And that's not the right route to go. Yes, we need money. And I want you to get money. But that is not the only thing that life has to offer. It's going to be fun when you get it, but time after time, we see all of these people get money early
Mhm.
and they haven't developed the strength of their character yet.
Oh.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's deep. I
Because
like that.
if you haven't developed the strength of your character and you get all this money, can't nobody come back and tell you nothing. Not your parents, not nobody. You got $1 million with NIL or whatever you got. a
Mm.
hundred thousand dollars if you
The
just
world
get
is
it
yours.
and you didn't work. I mean, you work for it, but if you're gonna think that you nobody can tell you nothing because you're able to buy stuff, and to an extent, that's what's already happened right now. To an extent, they are already feeling entitled because they're making the most that anybody ever in America has made at that age level.
Okay.
So if they making $15, $20 an hour at 18 years old, even before 18, they at 16 years old, they making $13 an hour
Ah.
living at home. And you working 30 hours a week. Can't nobody your parents can barely tell you anything. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm buying this, I'm buying that." Unless you have respect for your parents. Obviously, I hope they
I
do.
would hope so.
But imagine you build up $50,000 in your bank account and as a senior,
Oh man.
you see what I'm saying?
High
It's
on the
already
hog.
there. It's
Yeah.
already there. So nobody can tell you, hey, you need to go get some more education. You need to go do this because they just thinking, I got money, but the the what is it? Inflation
Yeah.
always has went up. It ain't never came down.
It never came down. And I went to bed one day last week and gas was 2.44, and then I woke up and it was 2.99. Then I woke up again 3.29.
Hmm.
I said, man,
But gas is gonna go up and down. We be honest about that. But price of living and all of that stuff has always went up in the grand scheme of things because these kids ain't paying for the the most expensive resource that we have, right?
no,
Which is rent and mortgage, right?
you ain't lying.
So y'all need to understand that you not paying for that stuff right now, but you will be paying for it or want to pay for it. And that's the strategy that you have. You have to be so strategic so you don't get involved in the matrix. I need these kids to lock in on. I mean, have fun. I want y'all to have fun. I want them to do any and everything that they want to do. I want y'all to go to the concerts, but when it's time to work, let's work.
Lock in.
Let's work.
Lock in.
Be on time and stuff. Don't let just little stuff like that come between you and your success or the potential for success. Be on time. Do what you're supposed to do, just so you keep the ball moving.
I
The
just
law of
like being late.
accumulation. Every good thing that you gonna do is on your good side. Every good bad thing that you do is on the bad side. Every time you late for a class, late for this, late for that, that's a bad. So what are you accumulating over the time? And it takes 10 to 20 years to be really good at something, to be an expert. I've been doing this for 23 years.
Mhm.
after high school, 23 years, I've been trying to understand success and be successful, going my own route, like going through this whole transformation that I'm about to try to take y'all through. But y'all got to be open to it. Your parent can't tell you to come to me. Your teacher can't tell you to come to me, and you just come because you want it. That's why I got to charge us for stuff,
Yeah.
because I need you to fully be invested in what I'm about to give you. It ain't gonna be that much, but I need you to I need you to pay for this, because I mean, if you don't pay for it and I put it all my time and you say, "Oh, this ain't for me," I'm gonna be pissed off. But if you pay for it and you say, "Oh, this not for me," I'm good. You know,
Cha-ching.
it's cha-ching, right? And
No refunds,
we
my
don't have to
friend.
work no more anyways. But that's what I'm sitting here. It's I need y'all to put in the work, and I'm just the one that helps you put that in your conscious that you need to put in that work.
Yeah. And to be successful is going to cost you something. You're going to have to invest in something in order to be on the next level of wherever you're trying to go. So just know that success is something that is payable. You have to learn, you have to be able to adapt and maybe take direction, listen to somebody else. You have to do a whole lot of things, sacrificing probably what your norm is just to get to a different level.
I wouldn't tell you to go. It was a little gnat.
Oh, I just saw it outside my. I'll wrap
Yeah,
it up.
no. It came in my
I
face.
thought I was rambling.
Pause.
Oh. Well,
No, you
yeah.
wasn't rambling. It was
No.
good.
Yeah. But that's all I had to say about that. I know that there's a lot of things that you could invest in, a lot of things that you want to spend money on. That's it's right now. It's not nothing that has to do with your future. And that's what we're trying to get you to do is invest in your future. A little money right now can turn into some big money later,
Yeah,
but you have to invest. You have to plant that seed first in order for it to start growing. You have to pay your water bill or find some water, bottled water, whatever, to water that. And you have to be a person that is in the know and want to nurture and be a nurturer and help
you
it.
got it's continuous learning. It's like the last podcast,
Yeah.
self education. That's when that starts after you get the formal education. That's why I'm talking about it, because I went through the whole process. I
Hmm.
had the self or the formal education. I did all the formal education. I had the degrees. I had the certifications. I had the experience. I had all of that, and they still wasn't giving me opportunities or the opportunities that I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, all I wanted to be was an academic advisor. Academic advisor, 8 to 5. That's all it. I let me be an academic advisor. I do that,
Man,
right?
I love those hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's but I never was able to get in. Oh, you didn't do academic advising when you were in college, or you didn't do you did admissions. So stay in admissions is my feeling. That I may be in my feelings or whatever, but if I navigated the whole process, and this is why I'm pissed off now, is because I navigated the whole process. I understand the whole process, and this is why I don't want to do that job that they combining mine with, is
Oh,
because
that's
I,
not fair.
I'm not about, like, I don't want to do no more admissions. I did admissions when I was in, in grad school, 23 years old, 22 years old. I'm not about to do that again.
Yeah.
You want me to fill out applications and stuff? Always to help the students. No, I have the best way to help the students right here, right now.
Wait a minute. They want you to fill out the
Well, help the
applications?
students fill out applications for college, and bring admissions counselors in, and take students on college visits on top
Oh.
of the job that I already do. I already
Oh.
help with applying to the community college for the dual credit programs and
Mm-hmm.
the trade programs, and I do all the testing. I do all of that stuff, and that takes a long time because students don't know how to fill out the application. They fill it out wrong. They don't know how to follow directions. I told you last time, like, I got everything set up. All you have to do is read and follow along. But if you can't do that, then I have to sit there and go through it with you. Even they don't even get it from I can't even get their teachers to give them the dang link. They have to come to me. Oh, the teacher told me to come to you. I was like, they have the link. I told them to save this in the subject of the email. That frustrates me.
It should frustrate you.
Exactly.
That is how I got my job in parts.
Is what? Because you filled out the proper
No,
paperwork or what?
the parts manager at the time, we all knew each other. Um, I was a porter, so I was just washing cars, driving people around. But I had been there for a while, and he was like, he pulled me into the office, and he was like, "Hey, how would you feel about being in parts?" I was like, "I'll try it. It's something new. It's a level up." I was like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Because I can't find anybody to fill out an application correctly."
Correctly. Oh yeah, you did
And
tell
then-
me
and
that.
I'm like 29, and I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, like people older than you." I was like, at the time, I thought everybody was older than me. But anyway, that's how I got my job. And just you telling me that you have to help people, and I'm like,
And it's not everybody,
it's not
but
everybody.
it's too many
It's a
that I have to talk about. It's noticeable. If it was one or two, you know what I mean? That's different.
let's sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, but if
It's
it's
out of hand.
consistently,
It's very out of hand.
oh, I didn't tell you this. I I had the students come take their placement test, and one of the after if they get a certain score, I have them go ahead and fill out the paperwork. They get to pick a class, and I fill out all the paperwork so I don't have to see them again. But uh, one student, freshman, he's a freshman kid, and he comes and he got the right score. I didn't check his. I need to check his his transcript, see if he really is a decent student, right, so far.
Oh,
But uh, he was filling out the paperwork, and it came to what high school you go to, and you got to fill out Washington High School. And he was like, "How do you spell Washington?" I was like, "You don't know how to spell Washington."
oh boy.
And he said he said,
Let me take a sip.
"No, how do you spell it?" I was like, Sound it out." I don't know how to sound it out. I was like, "Do you know how to spell wash?" No, I don't know how to sound it out. And I said, "Hey,
Oh my
there's,"
god.
and we went back and forth for a while. I don't know exact. I told you I don't know exact words, but we went back and forth for a while, and I was like, "Yeah, you holding up this process. I got 4 or 5 other people behind you. Your classmates are gonna be mad at you because you sitting here and don't know how to spell Washington."
Wow.
And and I know. Oh, that's what he said. He said, "Aren't you gonna help me? Why don't you spell it for me?" I was like, "I'm not about to do that." He was like, "Aren't you gonna help me?" And I said,
No,
"No." He
I'm
was
not
like, "Aren't
helping
you a
you.
teacher? You're supposed to help me, right?" No.
Mm-mm.
You a freshman. You should be able to know how to spell the school that you go to. And if not, look it up. Don't just pull out your phone or something. I don't know. Figure it out. But I'm not telling you how to spell Washington in a school that you go to.
You should have done like people do me sometimes and Google it.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not asking Google. I'm asking you. Well, you could just Google it.
I would do that to you too.
That's
But
fine. That's fine.
but
I'll
you
figure it
feel me
out.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I feel what you're saying. That's
And I was like, thinking, is this what the teachers doing for you? Are they really
that's
giving you the
crazy
answer?
work.
I think they are too, but
We're all gonna
I don't
take an
know for
exam.
sure.
We're gonna take an exam. Uh, it's either A or B out of four.
Yeah,
Guess which one?
yeah.
It's not good at all.
And I have students ask me, what does it say? Or they'll I had like yeah, I'm telling I be oh, one of the top students in the school. I, I got stories for days. I got stories for days. One of the top students in the school, right? She gets an email, an official email like is encrypted and everything that she can't send to her parents or nothing because it came from the government, the governor's
Oh,
office, right? She got
nice.
invited to like a governor's luncheon at the
Oh,
Capitol.
yeah, the gala.
You know about that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but I didn't know about it until she showed me the emails. So I read the email. I was like, "Oh yeah, congratulations! You get to go. You the top 1% of your school, and they they nominated you to go." And she was like, "So what does that mean?" Oh, I said, "Didn't you read it?"
She wants you to she wants you to
Explain it. I
tell
was
you
like,
the whole thing.
I said, did you talk it over with her mom's a principal, so I
Oh,
said,
Lord.
didn't you didn't you didn't you go over it with your mom and dad or whoever? And she was
No.
like, "Well, what does it mean though?" And I was like, "You read it." And then I laughed and walked off, because we was at the senior like lock-in, and I was like, "Congratulations." Gave her phone back, and she was like, "What does it mean?"
She gave it to you so you can read it to her.
I was you better ask your mom about that." But
Oh,
that I
no.
mean, it's funny, but that's the type of stuff that I have to do. Like, I'm not doing everything for you. I need you to critically think. You're gonna have to critically think in real life to be successful. It's not gonna be just book work. It's not gonna be just tests that you're gonna get to success like that. You're gonna have to be strategic. You're gonna have to think these things through. You're gonna have to understand what society is doing around you and not just what you're doing by yourself and
Mhm.
individually. Society does want you to be individualistic. Society does want you to just concentrate on yourself. Oh, that's not happening to me, so it doesn't involve me, or I don't have to think about it or whatever. You have to be strategic, especially being a person of color. Black people especially. You got to be strategic. You got to go into that job like I went into the job. I don't have I'm there to be friendly, but I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm trying to get there and do the job.
I'm doing what I'm getting paid to do.
I'm doing what I get paid. I happen to make friends
Yeah.
because I am that type of person, and I do what I need to do to be successful in whatever I do. That's why I'm like, you gotta put in my. I'm gonna put in my work, but nobody has ever been faithful to me. I always have to be faithful to the job. I still, I mean, I guarantee you, after somebody see this, people are gonna say, "Oh, we need you in the school system," but they ain't paying me. They ain't paying me. They not doing right by me. And I'm not saying that we don't have issues already in the educational system. I'm not saying that I should be paid or whatever, but
You do
you
wanna
can't
get
laugh in my
compensated.
face and put another job on me and expect me to just take it.
Mm-mm.
And I know what that job does. It ain't like I'm just coming from the outside with no knowledge of what's going on inside. I'm already inside doing one of the jobs, and I sit there and I've been there for 7 years looking at the other job saying, "I don't wanna do that." Uh, and you gon and you expect me to be happy when I go interview for it?
Let's make a combo meal for you.
Yeah.
Go
And
ahead.
you have to pay extra. You have to pay extra, and we not gonna pay out extra.
Oh, hell no.
It's not gonna be gourmet. It ain't
Mm-mm.
gonna be luxury meal. It's
It's a campfire meal.
yeah, it's a campfire meal. It's just
Cooking over the
over the
cooking
open
over
fire.
branches.
You feel me?
It's
So
a little burnt, but you
yeah.
can it's still edible. Go ahead and take it.
But I'll have people, "Why are you leaving that job? I thought you liked that job." I been telling you exactly what they've been doing? I ain't told you all the details, but I sit there and I'm interacting with all of these different elements of teachers, students, teachers, administration, district people, community college people, uh, uh, organization people. Like I'm dealing with all of these different, and we doing it to the best of our abilities, and we doing it very well. You
Yeah.
know, it works. But yeah, you got budget cuts and stuff, but don't expect me to just follow along with the budget cuts. That's why I'm
Mm.
about to make this transition now. I'm mad. I've been mad for years, but the stuff don't like I always get over it. But
it's coming to a head now.
yeah,
Pause.
but I want that freedom that dude you get to go to China and go celebrate the new year with in China and see all of this stuff. I want to do that stuff.
Yeah, that sounds hot. I
You
want
know
to
what I
do that
mean?
too.
I want to do all of that, but I ain't gonna get to do it. I want to do it while I can still move and be
Amen.
able to climb up the ladder.
I'm not climbing that. But
I know you ain't climbing it, but
I'll be at the
that
bottom
was
waiting for it.
like that was so freeing to me every time I see stuff like that. And that's why I need to stop looking at them reels because I see the travel reels and
Mm-hmm.
somebody asked me just the other day or this morning, what she say? She do you travel internationally a lot? And I'm like, no. I don't know what you mean by a lot. How much is a lot? How much are you? And but she's a lawyer, so
Oh,
she might be getting paid a little bit more than what I am.
man.
But and then at the same time, I heard somebody say, "Don't let $100,000 a year block you from $100,000 a month."
Ooh, I love that.
I told you
You-
that the other
and
day.
I get excited every time you say it. I want that a month.
Right, right, and we had that possibility because there's students everywhere. That's why I be like, CJ, you gotta push me to do this stuff.
This
You gotta be like, oh, that you can't just be like, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. No, man, you gotta get this done, Michael.
I do critique you, but
Not critique me. I'm telling
that
you to
sounds.
push me.
I'm gonna push you like you're in a wheelchair. Guide you
like
right there,
like in a wheelchair.
right up the hill. You can count on me, buddy.
All right, that's what I'm saying. But I get that. I get fire. I get the fire like Kobe. I get the fire like Jordan. Every once in a while, and I get competitive, and I'm on that competitive thing right now because like you're not just gonna laugh in my face and hand me two jobs and say, "Oh, we're just gonna pay you for one."
You know what I'm waiting for, don't you?
Nah, man.
I'm waiting for it to
Nah,
come
man.
out.
That ain't gonna
It's
happen.
coming out.
Nah,
There
that
we
ain't
go.
gonna happen.
Pause. But yeah, 100,000 a month. That sounds like
We could do it. You seen my plan on the wall, right?
I'm not working during the winter.
We in China, shoot.
I would be
We
outside during the summertime, hustling, and then the wintertime, I've got all my nuts.
and I don't think I shared with you one of those Jim Rohn. And this is another thing. Probably I don't care if people think I'm racist or whatever. I'm like Godfrey in this success field.
Mhm.
I know about the history of race in America.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you about it, but I don't want people to think that I'm racist or anything. I listen to whoever's speaking what is right. I'm listening to them, not as far as what is morals and values. I'm talking about success, morals, and values.
Mhm.
If you speaking the right thing, and I understand that, I understand Jim Rohn, I understand ET, I understand everybody that's talking about success. And to be honest, the highly successful people have always given me the most information. Like
Mhm.
they've always tried to help me on my path. Like when I was working at Avila, we got people around, people support you. And if you get my book, the Work Smarter and Work Harder, the Work Hard philosophy for individual achievement. If you get my book, it'll talk about I didn't even put that in the book. So this is new to everybody. There's either you with me or against me. There's four ways you can be with me and one way you can be against me. The
Oh
the
God,
first
no.
way is you can be a cheerleader. Cheerleader, that's you with me. Yeah, they cheer for the team, rah rah, six one by. In high school, all the cheerleaders cheer for all of the sports, right? So
Yeah.
they not necessarily dedicated to the football, basketball, soccer, whatever
I'm dedicated
team.
to the school.
They just to the school. As long as you go to the school, they cheering for you, right?
Hell yeah.
The next one, number two is fans. Our fans are people that are connected. They have they committed to excellence, and
You
they
better
down
be.
with the goal of you winning, right? They're gonna be there to support. They're not just watching and cheering. They're cheering and supporting at the same time.
Yeah.
So they're gonna pay their money to be in the building or do something else to show their commitment to you, right? So
Well,
those are the fans. They support you, right? And then there's teammates. Teammates are there in the trenches. They doing the things necessarily outside of the trenches that are going to cheer you on, support you, and then be with you right there neck and neck, doing the same things to achieve the same goal, right?
mhm,
And then you got coaches. Coaches is that final one, and coaches are the people that know a little bit more than you that can get you to that next level so you can win. So and that's what all of them people are there to you is for you to win, right? And the only way
exactly.
you can be against me is if you hinder my progress.
Oh,
You cannot hinder my progress. If I deem you hindering my progress in any way, you have to be eliminated
you
from
have to go.
from my realm. You can't be messing up my aura. And so it's four ways you can be with me, one way you can be against me. And that is a broad. I left it broad because you have to deem people necessary or unnecessary.
Mhm.
Um that's why you sometimes you gotta let people go. So that if the people that's for you can flourish, right?
Yeah, I'm learning that as we speak.
Yeah, I went through that just recently.
Mhm.
I told you what was gonna happen too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, this is a principle that I know I learned over the years that once you let something negative go, the positive is the negative is holding you back from getting your positivity and being able to make different choices. But oftentimes we keep ourselves in that realm, and that's why we got to figure out what our thinking is, right? I'm giving him a lesson right now because what our thinking is it keeps us negative, and
Mm,
it's the just the thoughts and the words that come out of our mouth is blocking the positive to come in.
exactly. Living proof.
So it's figuratively and literally that law that principle works, and and that's why it's so important that I do this because it's not just a 60-second reel that is going to help you be successful. It's a full on experience that has to take place within your body over a long period of time.
Mhm.
I didn't get this way because somebody just told me, "Oh, you could be successful doing this." And I just went and did it. And no, I had to go through a full transformation. And I don't even think and I think a good thing about me and the people that happen to be in my life throughout my lifetime is that they never really told me what to do, and that's what I try to be to these students and the kids that I talk to. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm asking you what you wanna do, and let's do it the right way.
Mhm.
I'm the one to help you do it the right way so that you get the most out of what that experience holds. It's not gonna be the end all be all, but like we talked about Leo a couple weeks ago, and this dude has the potential, but I see the potential of him doing his bachelor's degree and saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm done
Well,
with that. I'm gonna make money anyway." So, you
I did
know,
it. At
huh?
least I did that part.
Yeah, at least I
Yeah.
did that part. But the goal was to be an immigration lawyer, and now we missed out on that person becoming a contributor to society in that way. You
Mhm.
feel me?
I do.
So, and I told him, I was like, "Hey, I mean, it's all well and good, but you're not listening to me as far as the focus that you need while you're in this undergrad state, right? When you go into KU, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got focus, yeah, because you got 50 something $1,000 or you have $60,000, but you paying $20,000 a year to go to KU,
Mm,
right? So
okay.
that $50,000 gonna end real quick. It ain't gonna you ain't gonna have that, right?
No.
And then you gonna want that money back in your bank account, so you're gonna start working, right? Which
Exactly.
takes your focus away from what you're supposed to be doing. And this is why rich kids got it better than y'all, because they can focus on this and have fun and do everything that they want to, but you focus on making money because you need to pay that $20,000 bill, or you could have just went to a school that you have to pay $5,000 a year and move on and go to grad school at KU just
Yeah,
because that's your dream
I take
school.
the 5.
Exactly, but they not thinking like that because they thinking like the entitled kid over there at wherever he or she is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh
So,
yeah.
but that's a strategy. They don't y'all not understanding the strategy. It's way more than just, "Oh, Imma go make money." No, society wants to take your money. They want you to be a consumer. That's why they conditioned you to have Uber teens and stuff like that so that you could get place to place. So now you used to it by the time you're 25 years old. Now you put it in your budget to have Ubers because you didn't want to buy a car. And now you think that buying a car uh is not what is that called? It's not a good strategy for you. Like
No,
it's not
it's not
worth it.
cost efficient.
Yeah, it's not
There you go.
cost efficient. You see what I'm saying? So you condition for 10, 15 years already.
Oh
You
Lord.
you see what I'm saying?
Uh-uh.
And now it's just like drinking coffee. You start drinking coffee at 15 years old. They got you for the rest of your life because caffeine is addictive.
Yeah, coffee is life sometimes for certain people.
Exactly, and they walking around with they little, "I need my coffee," and I know I can beat that person at anything we do. I know it because all I need is a cup of water, and I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's all good.
I like to mess with those people that need their coffee. Don't talk to me before my coffee. I'm talking to you immediately
Yeah, and Imma do it every single day.
while I'm drinking my water or whatever the hell I'm
I don't
drinking.
even need that. By the time I already had my water by that time. But you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's way more. It's a strategy more than and we learned this in sports. It's not always the most talented team that wins. It's the most
No.
strategic team that wins. That's why when you get to the playoffs, you get people that are more competitive. The games are more competitive because
Oh, it's more on the line.
more strategy and more on the line. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. This is a tournament. You already in the tournament. We was in the tournament after high school. It wasn't really much we could do in high school, but you in the tournament now. They are society is, how do I put it?
Conditioning you.
Conditioning you, and they are it's not playing the reverse card, but um
It's already prefabricated for you to be where you're at.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they using reverse psychology. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Reverse psychology. They're gonna give you all the access in the or it's panning out to be reverse psychology in our communities because they're giving us all the access to everything, but we're not using it because society is telling us something different.
Mhm.
Society is telling us something different, but their actions aren't telling us nothing different. Their actions, the rich people, the white people, whatever it is, they are going to school. They're paying for their kids to go to school. They're paying for their kids to go to Montessori schools, and they're paying for them to take out technology.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
So,
happening.
but
No tablets,
we
no phones.
we will have a fight. We will have a fight at Washington for parents so their kid can have their phone in their classroom on them so that they can check it because maybe we're gonna have a 1% out of all schools pow pow at the school. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Our schools, we have so many police officers and all of that stuff around. Like, ain't nothing going down out there. It might be outside of the building, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's out of our control. But inside that building,
Mm-mm.
man, ain't nothing happening unless somebody let them in. But we got people monitoring that too. I mean, I'm just saying it's it's more strategic than you think, and you need to put in the right amount of work so you can move on and move on to the next level. And the next level, like we said, elementary, middle, junior, high school, college, professional.
Hmm.
Sorry. All right, that's all I got to say about
You don't
that.
have to. You don't have to be sorry about what you're passionate about. You're
Yeah,
trying
so
trying to help people in life. Some people still may be confused. Some people are, trying to decide which way they're gonna go. And I think that if they watch this podcast, they can figure out that there's more options than just beneath be, you know, what they see.
I hope so. So we're gonna transition into the music corner. I know last time we, it wasn't really you didn't get the sound last time, but we published it anyway. But this is I'm gonna be right with the sound and do everything that I need to do so that you get all what we have to say after the music ends. And we only gonna play like a minute or something into in the music, so
Yeah.
because we don't know.
We don't own the rights.
Yeah, we don't own the rights, and we don't know how much it will we before we get flagged,
Yeah, we're not
before
trying to do that.
copyright issues have something to do with it. So we're
It's
gonna
too
just
wrong.
keep it to a minute, and without further ado, this is Music Corner with CJ.
All right. Well, today we're going to listen to a song that I've been listening to for a good 20 years. The song is called Ecstatic. It's by the Foo Fighters, and I'm going to give you a little glimmer into it if my phone produces. Okay, so, damn it. Ecstatic is one of the few songs on the Foo Fighters debut album that Dave Grohl wrote after Nirvana ended. Most of the tracks were songs he's been working on during his time with Nirvana. This makes Ecstatic stand out as a piece of captured Dave's transition from drummer to frontman, making a new chapter in his musical journey. Well, that was a snippet of Ecstatic by Foo Fighters.
Hang on. Yeah, we had that last time too.
Crazy story. Do you remember like Columbian House and how you could buy like CDs for like 35 cents?
Uh-huh.
We did that as a family. We ordered a whole bunch of CDs.
E- each each person bought 10 CDs
And
and didn't pay for them.
didn't pay for them because they was wrong. See, now at this time and era, returns are easily, able. Just people don't put up a fight. But back then, as an adolescent, it was very hard. You had to go through a whole bunch of things. So we got the shipment. This is one of the albums that we got that we did not order, as well as a Nine Inch Nails album and a couple of other albums that they did get right. But I listen to this song every day on repeat before school, before I even had to go to the bus stop. All my life, almost. That's like one of my pump up songs.
Pump up songs?
Yeah,
Okay.
to get me motivated to go outside. Um, I also respect that Dave Grohl knows how to play every instrument. So this whole album, he played all the instruments and just put it together, and I think that's a hell of a compliment because I guess I'm not that talented. I have talent for music and I like to listen to music, but I don't have any skills per se. I played drums in school, but that was just a pass. Um, and once I got hooked onto that, then like almost every album that he's came out with or has associated with different bands and artists, I get because I never know what I'm going to come across, and usually the music that I like that influences me are usually never released as a single. It's only happened like maybe once in my life.
Yeah, I do that all the time too.
And once that happened, I did not like that song anymore. This is not one of them, but it was terrible. And I was like, why did
Did
they
they
do
change
it?
it up a little bit or something?
No, they didn't change it up, but like you can listen to something a whole lot and it's not gonna bother you. But it was always on the radio, and I was like, I don't like this
Oh
song
yeah, you got
anymore.
tired of it. Now everybody know.
Yeah, everybody knows my secret. It's not a secret song anymore. You can't just break it out. You got any
So
questions?
yeah, what what made you? So it sounds like you like this guy, one of the guys, because of his music talent,
Yeah.
right? So that just I got a success story. I'm just like,
Well, he's
man,
very successful.
right?
Yeah,
And you just started buying it just because of the fact that you knew he was successful,
yeah,
right?
he was very successful.
Or not successful, but of his talent. You knew about his backstory,
Mhm. I
right? You
saw
knew
him through
and
Nirvana, and he was just a drummer, regular looking white guy. I can say that because he's white. But
don't apologize.
Kurt Cobain, he he's not here anymore, so he felt like his music career was not over. So he came up with the Foo Fighters, and he could have just did it, by himself, like he did the whole album. But I guess other artists, make a band.
Contributed, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. They had a
Yeah,
band.
yeah. So they had a band. Some people have left the band. Some people have came back. It's different tiers. I want to say that he at least, the Foo Fighters themselves at least have 6 or 7 albums by themselves, and that's not including him uh, being a drummer for the Queens of the Stone Age or them Crooked Vultures or any other band that I don't know that he's been a part of that I haven't discovered their music yet.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I like all music too, and usually it is the people that have done the music for a long time and are experts at their craft that I really like. At some points in times, I like Neo. I
Oh
got
yeah.
Neo's first album
Hmm.
when he first came out. So when I was like, this dude gonna be, I love this song. It was before we didn't have, we had MTV and
Oh
BET
yeah.
and stuff like that. But I saw his video and I listened to all his songs. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this dude's album every time he come out with one.
Yeah.
And I got to see finally. Have you ever seen the Foo Fighters?
No,
Are you a concert goer?
I am a concert goer, but I don't think they may have been at Kansas City, and I may have not been able to have the money for it. But usually they skip over Kansas City, they go to St. Louis. I can go to St. Louis, but I'm not gonna stay the night. You see what I'm saying? Depends on what the area is, but that's some personal stuff right there.
This is-
But I would like to go to a concert if they have one pretty soon, and I don't mind traveling because I think traveling would be even better
yeah, we need to do that.
because
We need to look up. That's what I did to go see Neo for the first time.
mhm.
For the first time, we need to get you. We need to look it up online and see where they playing.
Well, on Spotify they have your things on here where they can go to concert and stuff.
But they ain't gonna have all the concerts. Because the one I saw from Neo, it was not even publicized.
Okay. So I guess they have 35 events from May 22nd to January 25th. Let's see.
Yeah, we about to go to a Foo Fighters.
There's a whole lot.
Yeah, we
Um,
can look at it later, really. We can look at
all right.
it later. We about to go to brunch anyway, but we can look at it later. And I appreciate
Yeah, I
your
had to
take on
do.
the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I had to do better than I did last week.
Yeah, that's all right. They didn't hear it anyway, so that's all good. And we're back at the porch.
We're back at the porch.
Good job, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's only gonna get better. We might even have some of the guests on the podcast in the future. You
That
know what
would
I
be
mean?
awesome.
And we can nerd out then.
Let me guys let me tell you guys how we came up with the porch, because this was a joke for a while between me and Mike, but it turned into a podcast. Basically how we came up with the porch was is that I've said that when we get older, we're gonna have lots of stories because we've lived some excellent lives. And when you get older, all you have is stories. So we were gonna be on the porch somewhere. We don't know if it's a mansion or the nursing home, whatever.
The upper room.
But we were gonna be on the porch exchanging stories and just catching up with life. And when you catch up with life, that tends to help your memory stay strong, so you don't get Alzheimer's or dementia, which are terrible diseases that deflate people's lives that maybe have had influential lives or did some incredible things that maybe they can't remember now. But uh that's not very positive. But
You was about to say something else.
that's how
Good.
we
we
did.
we we changed CJ's
Yeah, we stopped.
mentality.
We can't we
As
can't
long as you know it's negative,
yeah,
it's all good. We
yeah.
we we making that change. So, final thoughts on success, and I'm gonna leave y'all with some tips. Go ahead, you go.
Well, the final source of success is
Our success committed. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
being committed to yourself. Wanting the best for yourself, trying to be the best, influence others, maybe, depending on what you're trying to do. It's not for everybody, but it should be for everybody. But you have to have that mentality in order to convey the success that you want. Um, and you have to it's a thinking person's game. It's very strategic. You have to know what you want. And I like to make plans, even though sometimes I go off the plan. But regardless, if you have a strategy to be successful and be committed to excellence, then
I
you'll
got,
be successful.
I got it. I got the strategy.
It's all you, brother.
All right. So, what's your commitment to success? And I'm gonna give you these 3 pointers. So when I'm talking to my students, I'm talking to all young people, and these are principles. Like this ain't just a something that I'm just saying to be saying it. These are principles that you can use in every aspect of life. But as a young person, you're gonna get opportunities, and you're gonna need these 3 things. You're gonna have to have commitment to completing the task. Before you do anything, sit there and say, "Is it worth it or not?" If and usually all of the opportunities is worth it. So once you deem it personal or personally worth it, and you sign on the dotted line to commit to whatever it is, because I have students that don't want to commit to a semester long program or a year
Crazy.
long program that's only once a month. you know Commit to completing it. Yes. Commit to completing it. And that's where I have to throw in the empathy. Like, I'm like, yeah, whatever is going on at home, but you have to be here because this is going to help you move forward. So you have to be, once you commit to something, commit to completing it, right? And maybe that should be number 4, but or number 1, commit to something, right? And then number 2, commit to completing it. And then number 3, commit to doing it to the best of your abilities. So don't just half-ass nothing. Just do it to the best of your abilities. I'm telling you, like, I'm not, and you probably can ask there's a lot of people in my past that I've worked around, or saw me do whatever, but and they might tell you something different, but I wasn't that good as a graduate assistant or a undergraduate or whatever. You don't have to be good. You just have
Mm-mm.
to commit to doing your best. I committed to doing my best and limiting my mistakes or making sure I fix my mistakes. It's okay when you're young to make these mistakes, and it's okay when you're old to make mistakes too, but you have to develop the resilience to be able to come back from what it is that that mistake was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I was telling some of the dudes, I think I'm gonna start coaching them if they want me to. But some of the young cats at the gym, I was like, man, just don't have no babies until after you 30 years old. They 20 now. You know what I mean? I was like, that one thing, the greatest hindrance of a black man's success is having a kid early. So I was like, do your thing, but don't have no kids. Whatever that means to you, wherever that those three things, I will talk about that at a different time. But the three
Yeah,
ways to not
because
not have kids
man, I got a lot to add
are
about
the
that.
three consequences to are, you know, but do it to the best of your abilities, number three. Number four is commit to the long term success. Everything that you do is committing to the long term success. So you have to put stuff in, and you have to commit to something, and you have to commit to it and commit to completing it. So put yourself in position for that responsibility for doing it long term. The
Mm-hmm.
more stuff that you can do long term, and it's okay to pivot. It's okay to quit some things that just don't fit in your schedule and don't fit in your strategy. That's what I'm here for. That's why I eliminate some things for people that in their strategy that opens up some doors. It's kind of like the negativity thing. Something is blocking them from reaching their fullest potential. Maybe we have to eliminate something. It's not necessarily negative, but it clears up some focus room, right?
Yeah,
And we want to be massively focused. So
exactly.
one, commit to doing something. Commit to completing it. Number two, number three, commit to doing it to the best of your abilities and commit to the long term success that you want. So that was the success or the porch on the Successes of My Religion podcast
Yeah.
network.
Ooh, I like that network.
The Success is My Religion podcast network. I mean, I don't know what that's my vision for
We gonna turn it into a network.
yeah, we're
You'll
gonna
be
have
on cable in no time.
multiple podcasts out. And so thanks for showing up. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
start posting a little bit more because like I was saying, I'm doing this transition and I'm looking for my followers because I know them most of them personally to help me out and get my message out and our message out so that I don't have to go back to this job, baby. I can have the freedom, and don't get it twisted. Like it's not that I don't want to work. I will go work at Amazon if or whatever company, probably something just around here. If I get
Mm-hmm.
paid $15 an hour, just go right up the street, put my 8 hours in, come in, do what I need to do. If it helps me work with my schedule and everything like that, I have no qualms with I have no qualms with putting in the work,
Yeah, we're
but
not afraid of work.
I don't want the work that they giving me. I want to be able to be effective in the way that I want to be effective to the students and the young people that really need what I have to say, and I can't do that with pushing paper at the school. Even though I do get it, but it's not the same. I have to it's my focus ain't where it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I need to fully focus on what I'm trying to do every day here. That's why I came in with a different attitude this morning, didn't I?
yeah.
Cuz
You were set up.
I've been thinking about the likes, I've been thinking about everything. I was like, "Man, why am I saying this like every time? Nah, that's not how I talk." I had to change my mentality
Yeah,
and how I was bringing myself to the porch and the podcast. So thanks for listening. Hit
yeah,
us up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Work Hard TV. We're gonna have a lot of more stuff to come. I'm
yeah,
excited about this.
yeah. And be all the way up. Never forget that. Be committed to excellence.
Oops. I was supposed to play my theme music.